It's too easy. Too easy, man. It's too easy. It's too easy.
I'm standing on business, nigga. What's good? Fully loaded, just like your mom on New Year's Eve. But let's get this shit going. You like that, don't you? You like it, don't you? He's over here he's hitting me from the back. You like it, don't you? Huh? American? I kill American.
The fourth and goal of third work. 1 inch is this big. Well, this is 1 inch. This is 1 feet. 1 foot, like 1 yard, right here.
Wait, 1 inch?
1 yard. This is 1 inch.
What kind of inch is that?
1 yard.
Please like, share, and subscribe. And remember, there's one thing and one thing only.
It's too easy.
What is good? What is good? I am here joining my co-host Dominican Poppy on the phone. He's over on the other side of the world, or the equator. Shout out to Dominican Poppy. What's good with you, big dog?
Hey, man. I'm just saying, it's hot out here, man. But it ain't cold, so I'm good. It's about 90 degrees out here. Sunshine, straight sunshine, no rain. Hasn't rained here this whole time since I've been here in Cartagena. So, yeah, I mean, I'm living a good life, man.
Oh, yeah. And by the way, y'all, if you guys didn't check the last episode, he is in Colombia. Colombia. That's how we say it. But yeah, let's get this party started, man. Let me get 1 quick second. 1 quick second, just make sure.
Big games today, man.
Big games, man. Any of my Texas fans out there, man, this is a big one. This is the big one. This is D.Y.O.R. This is going to determine if we're ready for the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
This is going to determine if we're ready for the Super Bowl. Whether it's this year or next year. Or this next coming football season. But yeah, this is going to determine it. My bad. I'm just waking up right now, yo. So bear with me. But I'm just making sure Facebook's ready to go. But yeah, we got quite a bit to talk about. I want to run it back a little bit on the Drake situation, just to clear a little things up, because I don't think it was clear the last episode. I think we got cut off a little bit. So I want to clear some things up about that. I want to talk about the prediction. Matter of fact, we'll get through the predictions first, the playoff predictions. Yeah. And then...
Yeah, the game about to start. The game about to start soon.
Yeah, it's about to start in an hour and a half. Or, no, 2 hours, 2 hours. But yeah, I mean, right now, it's easy to say right now and jump on the Kansas City bandwagon right now that the Chiefs got it in the bag and everything, but you never know. I think the Texans have a slight shot, but we'll get into it in a minute. But yeah, man, it's been a crazy week though, man. A lot of crazy stuff.
Yeah, which one are you trying to go over first?
No, we'll go through the NFL predictions. I'm just making sure everybody's tagged on the video on Facebook. But I think we're ready to go. So let's go over here to the playoff predictions, or the playoff bracket. All right, so let's run it back. So far, in the first round in the NFC, we had the Vikings versus LA. Of course, Vikings coming out on top with that ass whooping. They whooped their ass. The LA Rams, they whooped that ass. I don't know. Did you see that game, partner? Any of the highlights?
Yeah, man, I watched that game. I watched that game, man. The thing about it is, I knew that shit was gonna happen. I told y'all this entire time, like, yo, the Vikings aren't like what people think they are. Sam Bradford's good, but he's not like that good. Hold on.
Yeah.
He's not like Sam Bradford is Sam Donald. Sam Donald is good, but he's not Super Bowl material. You know what I'm saying? Hence why he lost against Detroit. Didn't do anything. Didn't get anything done in that last game. So when the games really mattered, Sam Donald, man.
Yeah, I mean,
that whole team, that whole squad is elite though. But compared to experienced LA Rams team that won a Super Bowl
3 years
ago.
Yeah, 3 years ago.
Yeah, 3 years ago against the Bengals. Nah, man, that's not a good matchup, man. That's why the Rams whooped their ass, man. I think the biggest surprise, man, was Washington beating the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That to me was surprise.
Yeah, so in that game with the Buccaneers, that one surprised the hell out of me. I don't think nobody expected Washington to get past the Buccaneers. And I ain't gonna lie, man, Jaden Daniels, Washington found their guy. Jaden Daniels if he does not win Rookie of the Year, it'll probably be the biggest jip in the history of fucking football.
He's guaranteed Rookie of the Year. Hey, there's no one gonna get Rookie of the Year over him. There are some good rookies out there, but
not at this level.
Yeah,
like this,
what he did with that team, and the fact that they got the coach right on the first try, is phenomenal. And I'm actually happy because I predicted this. I said Jaden Daniels was going to be better than Caleb Williams. I said this. Way back when, I predicted this shit.
I feel you. Yeah, because I mean, Jaden Daniels, he's that type of person that gets thrown into bad situations, but he's always used to bad situations. I mean, look what he had to do after Joe Burrow left. He got left with the LSU team after Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, man, he's been proving himself game in, game. Every single game he's been playing, he's been proving himself every other game. And he's making a case, man, where now, are they going to get through Detroit? Probably not. More than likely not, because my Lions are too hot right now. But I think they could put up a good case against them. And probably the next years to come. Like, those boys look like competitors right now. Like, top line competitors. But yeah, so with Washington, the Buccaneers, Washington winning by a doink off the fucking field goal post, which was crazy as fuck. Like, honestly, like, that shit, I saw that game, I was like, no fucking way. And so, hey, it came down to it, and I got to keep it real. So we're going to have some good games. We're going to have the rookie sensation, Jaden Daniels, going against the mountain of a lion, or the lions that are a mountain, the immovable object in the NFC right now, the Lions, and the unstoppable rookie force that is Jaden Daniels and the Washington Commanders. But going down on the other side of the NFC, we got another unstoppable force, the fucking Eagles, going against the dangerous fucking LA Rams, because the LA Rams can beat anybody on this bracket.
Yeah, honestly, LA Rams, they can win the NFC easily. Well, not easily, but they can win the NFC.
Nah, yeah, they're the most dangerous one because they're the only ones to beat.
The most dangerous team.
Yeah, they're the only ones to beat. I think they beat everybody on this roster, or on this NFC bracket.
Except for the Eagles.
Okay, except for the Eagles. But I think that was a close game too, though, when they played against each other. So it's going to be a good LA Rams and Eagles game. That's going to be a great game. But I got.
Hopefully, future MVP Saquon Barkley.
Man, I hope Saquon gets it, dog. I said I hope Saquon gets it, man.
Yeah, I would hope that he wins the MVP because he deserves it. He almost broke the record.
Yeah.
But played it nice and didn't break the record. So I think that Saquon, honestly, he deserves it. He's the only one. He's the only player in the NFL that did something different than the usual. You know, quarterbacks getting 4,000 yards and 30 touchdowns. That's like a normal thing nowadays.
So who do you think is going to win between? Go ahead.
Well, I think what?
I said, who do you think is going to win between the LA Rams and the Eagles?
I got the Eagles.
Got the Eagles?
I got the Eagles.
All right, cool.
I got the Eagles. The only reason why I say this is because Jamie Daniels is going to perform. He's going to play, and then Saquon Barkley's going to play. So honestly, like those two in combination together, along with their offensive weapons, I don't think the Rams have a chance to stop them. I thought the Eagles are probably the best defensively in the NFC right now.
Out of the 4 teams right now that are still standing, I would agree with you on that one. But
yeah, man, they got some dogs like Jalen Carter and boys. Like those their D line is insane.
Yeah, the fact that they got Jalen Carter the other draft, I was like, damn, those boys are trying to contend right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got the Eagles too. Between the Lions and the Washington Commanders, who do you got?
I'm gonna take the Lions, man. I'm gonna take the Lions. I think Washington, if they do find a way to win, it's because the Lions are injured. But
yeah, the Lions are beat up.
Because I just know that they're about to pull out all their best cards and make sure this rookie doesn't beat them when they have home field advantage.
Yeah, no, I got faith. I got good faith in the Lions. I think it might be closer than most people expect, but I think the Lions are going to pull it off at the end. I got the Lions on that one. So that's who we got for the NFC. And so it's going to be, we got the NFC, it's going to be the Lions and the Eagles. And damn. And so, and who do you think is going to come out in the NFC again?
Eagles and who's going to come out of it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. My pick has been the Eagles this whole time.
Damn.
That was my prediction. Yeah.
Shit.
My prediction has been the Eagles, but I mean we'll see. We'll see who wins this week.
Yeah, because I ain't gonna lie.
The Eagles is gonna be Detroit.
Yeah, no, I got Detroit all the way on the NFC. Detroit's just been playing amazing, and Dan Campbell's the coach you'd run through a brick wall for. And so I think the Lions are going to take the NFC. That's just my prediction. You're hearing it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I got the Detroit Lions. But moving on to the AFC, we got, so just recapping what happened last week. We have the Texans upsetting, well, not really upset. What were they? Yeah. We had the Texans upsetting the Chargers, whooping that ass. Defensively, that was probably.
Supposedly the Chargers had a bye week. They found out real quick, and I literally mean real quick, that we didn't come to fuck around.
Yeah, suck it, Rex Ryan. Suck it. But yeah, supposedly we had a bye week. So we got Texans coming out on top on that one. Then we had the Ravens going against the Steelers. Ravens whooping that ass. Even though the Steelers put up somewhat of a fight at the end, but it just you just couldn't.
It looked like the Steelers were about to win the football game, like towards the end. Like they were about to score, and then like Russell Wilson fumbled, kind of gave the game away, and then icing on the cake right there.
Yeah, no, Russell Wilson sold that game. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, he sold that game. I was like, damn, like the Steelers can actually come back and win, and they were going to.
Yeah, they had the best advantage, but the thing about Russell Wilson, he's not a closer anymore. Yeah, unfortunately, he's not a closer no more, and that's just what
Yeah,
happens.
he's not a closer. I don't think he ever was a closer.
No, he's a closer.
I think he just always had a good defense.
No, yeah, he had probably one of the best defense in the league. I mean, the Legion of Boom, on top of Marshawn Lynch, fucking what's his name, Kes Walker.
He had a good support system because remember once Russell Wilson got paid, dog, he was not a good thing.
Yeah, you got fucking Golden Tate. You have so many guys there in Seattle. But yeah, fucking Russell Wilson. He was a closer, but unfortunately he was in a league of other closers. He had to go against who was the hot thing around that time. Yeah, Colin Kaepernick. He had fucking.
Yeah, Colin Kaepernick was whooping his ass.
And at the time, Dak Prescott was pretty nice with it. Dak Prescott in the NFC. You had quite a bit of people over there. Not to mention on the AFC side, you had to go through Peyton Manning, fucking Tom Brady. He had to go against some dogs. So, he just wasn't a. That's just when you're surrounded by fucking closers. But yeah. So Russell Wilson, yeah, he's not the closer he once was, but that team was actually pretty solid this year. But yeah, moving on, we have the Broncos going into Buffalo and getting that ass whooped. That boy Josh Allen, man. I mean,
yeah, man. Like I said, dog. Like I said, man. Bo Nix is good. I couldn't see him beating Buffalo, man. Like that to me was the game that I for sure knew like Buffalo was gonna win. I knew like already.
Yeah, now Buffalo, they're just a better team. I mean, that's just what it was. As good as Bo Nix was, though, I ain't gonna lie, he was trying his best, though. I gotta give Bo Nix his credits.
Man, that first play, that first drive, man, he was doing pretty good.
Yeah, Bo Nix wasn't afraid, though. I'll put it out there. Bo Nix was not afraid, and I think Denver's found their quarterback in Bo Nix. Like, they found their quarterback. And that's crazy. There's a lot of teams. Like, if it wasn't for Jaden Daniels, I'd say Bo Nix was the rookie of the year. Like, easily. And so, yeah, like Denver found, like, it's crazy. A lot of teams are finding their quarterbacks early on. And so, yeah, shout out to Bo Nix. You know, I think he's going to be a runner-up for rookie of the year, but make no mistake, that dude that boy has poise. He has the poise of a fucking elite quarterback. He was going against Josh Allen and he did not fucking buckle. The only thing that failed him was his defense. And hey, that's fine. That defense wasn't all that great. And so it just is what it is. But yeah, now good season, Denver. But moving on to this round. So this round we have our Texans going against the Kansas City Chiefs in less than an hour and a half, I think. Yeah. And then we got Baltimore Ravens versus Buffalo. That's going to be a good one. And so let's go to Baltimore and Buffalo first. So Baltimore's going to Buffalo. Josh Allen has been playing phenomenal these last 10 games. Just phenomenal. At least before the end of the season. Then going into the playoffs, he beat what's his face? Bo Nix and the fucking Denver Broncos. So that team was pretty good. That team's pretty good. And so I see a lot of potential off that team, but what do you think about it? What do you think about the Buffalo and Baltimore game?
Yeah, so game of the week, Baltimore Ravens versus the Buffalo Bills is the game of the week. Two quarterbacks that are competing for basically the MVP. That's what people are saying. I think that, man, I think because of the frigid weather, that Buffalo's going to have an advantage because I don't know if you noticed, but there's like a huge winter storm coming.
Yeah.
Like tomorrow. There's another winter storm that was equal to the amount that happened last week. Or I don't know. Remember when I first got here to Colombia and there was a huge winter storm?
Yeah.
Up in DC. Yeah, so this one's gonna be worse. And so if you're talking about like frigid temperatures close to 10, and you're talking about snow on top of that, I don't know, man. I don't think Baltimore has enough. I think okay. They do have a running game. They do. They have a running game, but I don't think they have enough to compete with Buffalo, man. Because Josh Allen, man, he has weapons everywhere.
Yeah.
And Josh Allen's also a running threat as well. And in that defense, that defense is way better than it was at the beginning of the year. That defense is all world. So when you go against guys like Ed Oliver, Derrick Henry, man, I don't think he's going to stand a chance against guys like that.
Yeah, I mean,
but so I give it to Buffalo, man, and I'll be glad if they do, man, because I'm not a huge supporter of Ravens right now.
Yeah, the thing is, I'd rather the Texans face the Buffaloes versus the Baltimore, because Baltimore, I ain't gonna lie to you, Baltimore put belt to ass on us last time we faced them.
Yeah.
Of course, without a starting linebacker.
Either Texans or Kansas City, I'd rather see a game where it's Buffalo versus Kansas City or Buffalo versus Texans rather than Baltimore again. I don't want to see that shit.
Yeah, but Baltimore right now, that team right now is an unstoppable force. That team right now is
unstoppable. I wouldn't say they're unstoppable.
Like at least in the AFC.
Because the Steelers shut them down. Remember in that fourth quarter, they shut them down.
Yeah,
they're not unstoppable.
Yeah, it's like
they just, if you have the right pieces on defense, they can't do anything.
Yeah, no, on the real, like I do think in the AFC side they are unstoppable. However, they're not unbeatable. They are unstoppable for the right teams, and so I do say they're that unstoppable force on the fucking AFC side.
I don't see Baltimore as unstoppable. I see them as a bad matchup for certain teams.
Yeah.
Like obviously for us, right? Our run defense is not phenomenal. So, but our pass defense is all this world. If Baltimore is a passing team, like it's a running team, you know what I mean? It's a completely different game. So it's just the NFL is all about matchups and how can you make your matchup outdo their matchup. That's why Baltimore never wins against Kansas City, because Kansas City has a phenomenal run-stopping defense. Their run defense is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Better than anyone in the NFL. That's why they cannot beat Kansas City.
True.
And that's why Buffalo struggles to beat Kansas City as well, because they try to run the football against Kansas City. The only way you beat Kansas City is by passing the ball. So when you look at the defense on Buffalo's side, right, specifically, they're very good at stopping. They're very good at the interior defensive core. So those guys, those D tackles, nah, man, I don't think Derrick Henry's going to be running 5 to 8 yards a pop on these guys. These dudes are in the snow. You know what I'm saying? Like, these guys are way better than that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm just. My thing is, My thing is, when I see this team, or when I see the Baltimore Ravens team, they look unstoppable. They look unstoppable. Like the way they've been playing this whole season. I mean, make no mistake, their record does not match what the team is. I think they're way better than what their record says they are. However,
of course.
However, Josh Allen and those Bills have been phenomenal these last 10 games. And so it's like, and I don't know if the word is immovable object in the AFC because I would give that to Kansas City because Kansas City always ends up where it ends up.
Yeah,
and
so
so
you say unstoppable force versus an immovable object.
yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Those two teams are beatable, man.
Yeah, no, unstoppable forces are always beatable. Immovable objects aren't. If science and history has told us anything, the immovable object is always going to be the object that stays and wins. That's just how it is. And so,
So you think Kansas City is that immovable object
for now. And so,
I don't know, man.
I see, yeah, like with Kansas City, yeah, they're immovable, but the thing is, the only thing that can beat an immovable object is another immovable object. And so, who knows? Maybe we see the Texans come in and do something. So, but going back to Baltimore and Buffalo, I say Buffalo got this game, even though the Ravens are very fucking good. I don't see them getting past Buffalo and then coming over to Texans versus the Chiefs. The Chiefs are that immovable object, and so what the Texans need to do is learn how to play around it and become immovable themselves. I think if the Texans lower the amount of turnovers they give, they're gonna have a phenomenal game. Like with the Texans right now, yeah, like if they limit them interceptions and they limit the turnover battle, they're gonna win because last week they had nasty problems with turning the ball over. They kept fumbling the ball, they kept throwing interceptions. Like if they learn to hold on to the ball more this past week, I think they're going to have a pretty good game against Kansas City, and I think they have a hot shot to beat them. So a lot of people realistically in Las Vegas has already chosen Kansas City. Paul Pierce said he would walk, or who was it? I think it was Paul Pierce. He said he would walk.
Paul Pierce said he would walk 15 miles.
15 miles. 15 miles.
He would walk 15 miles to work.
Which I'm like,
the Texans win. I was like, yo, people are counting it. Stephen A. Smith, you know Stephen A. Smith, always got to be controversial. I get the 0 chance.
Oh yeah, but that's how we like it though.
No.
That's how we like it. We don't like people counting on us. Because if we beat the fucking Kansas City Chiefs today, everybody's would be like, so when the Texans win the Super Bowl this is what happens. When people find out they're wrong, so instead of doubling down to make themselves look like an idiot, they put an impossible task in front of them. Or they put a crazy task in front of them. That way, if they fail, then they're right again. And so this is what they did with fucking LeBron James. They put impossible tasks in front of them. Just so, like, they were trying to find any reason to make sure LeBron was never looked at as great, or they made sure to overshine his achievements with other people. It was like, oh no, LeBron never beat Michael Jordan's on this one and that one and this and that. And so this is the shit they're probably going to do to Houston. It's going to be the LeBron effect. Well, C.J. Stroud wasn't as good as Pat Mahomes in his rookie year or his sophomore year, and they're going to say all sorts of shit to make it seem like we're not good enough to play with the best of them. But I'm telling you, this Texans team that I saw pass with the Chargers, this Texas team, I think we can beat them. Like no BS, no talking junk. Straight up, I think the Texans can beat them. But so who do we got, partner, between Baltimore and Buffalo?
I got Buffalo.
Buffalo. And who do we got between Texans and the Chiefs?
You don't want to please let me see. If we, I think we can do it, man. I think we can do it. I got the Texans, man. I got the Texans. And the reason why I say this, right? Hear me out. Right?
All right.
You're right. Kansas City is an immovable object. But I think your theory is a little bit flawed. I think when you have an immovable object, right? But you have something that's moving at a rate or speed faster than the immovable object can predict or can examine, right?
Right.
I think it's possible to overtake them. And that's my prediction. My prediction is that we surprise Kansas City with a phenomenal pass rush, a phenomenal defensive secondary, and Kansas City is not particularly that great at running the ball. But on the flip side, C.J. Stroud somehow, some way, finds Nico Collins.
Yeah. I think that's going to...
For a couple of seconds. I predict it's going to be a low-scoring game.
Yeah.
But here's the X factor. No one's calculating. Bernard Pierce.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a low-scoring game, too. I got... If it goes the way I think it's going to go, I got Texans winning by a field goal. Let's say 21.
I'd say it's like 14-12. Like, legit, each team scores maybe one touchdown. Each team scores one touchdown. Texans scores, a second one to make it 14. And Kansas City just kick a bunch of field goals to get to 12. I think that's legit. Like, I think that's legit what's going to happen.
Yeah, I got
Kansas City based off of defensive ass game.
Yeah, I got Pat Mahomes throwing 3 interceptions this game. Come on, y'all. Come on, Texans, let's do it. Let's shock the world, man, because, what else do you got to lose other than going back? Like I said, making it to the second round 2 years in a row is not bad. It's not bad. Like, the way they're doing it, making it to the second round, but this is where the legacy of the Texans always ends, is in the second round.
Yeah, every single fucking time.
And then we get our hopes up. We're like, this is our year. Yeah, man, we always get our hopes up. This is our year. We got this. And then, poof, second round comes. Nope, we don't got this. Just one time, man. Just if there's one time we can fucking do this, I say this is the time. This is the time. And the thing is, it's not no picnic walk. You're going to have some nasty trials and tribulations. Because even after this game, if the Bills win, we got to play against the playoff Bills, which only one team can beat, and that's the fucking Kansas City Chiefs. There's only one team can beat them.
Yeah.
And then if the Bills lose, then we got beat the playoff fucking Ravens, who whooped our ass last year. Playoff Ravens are crazy. Only one team can beat them, and that's the Kansas City Chiefs. So either way, it's not going to be a cakewalk. It's only going to get harder and harder to get to the Super Bowl. And
that's the point. You're getting into the big game. You climbing up the mountain, man, it's not going to get easier. The more you climb up the mountain, the steeper it gets.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the level of competition. Now, I would say we're a bad matchup for the Baltimore Ravens. I would say we're a horrible matchup for them.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't see DeMeco Ryans losing to – I've never seen him lose to the same team twice. I haven't seen him do it. I haven't seen him lose to the same team twice, man. Actually, he did lose to the same team twice last year. He did lose to the Ravens twice last year.
Yeah.
But I'd say we got a better chance of beating the Bills than the Ravens, only because our run defense against Derrick Henry is not
It's not sound.
Not good.
Yeah, it's
not good.
Yeah, I agree with that. We do not want to face the Baltimore Ravens, but luckily we didn't have to face them the second round.
Yeah.
So
if we was going to them, oh man, it would.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even want to watch. Man.
Honestly, because I'm like,
matter I would literally skip that game. I'm not watching this game. I'll just check the score.
Yeah, on the real. But and it's weird though. That's always been weird to me. But it just is what it is. I'm not gonna harp on it too much. But either way, shout out to all the teams right now in the playoffs. So with this being said, so going into the third round, if it goes the way we want it to go, we got the Texans and the Bills in the AFC Championship. Who do you think goes to the Super Bowl? Who do you think makes out the AFC?
I don't think Josh Allen's a better quarterback in CJ Stroud.
He's not. He's not. He has a better offensive line than CJ Stroud. He has a better offensive line.
He has a better offensive line. That is true. He has a better offensive line, but not against our defense.
Yeah, no, we destroyed him the last time.
Look at the problems we gave fucking look at the problems we gave teams like the Chargers, teams like the Titans, teams with Buffalo. Remember the last time we played Buffalo? You saw like lost and confused Josh Allen was.
Yeah.
And DeMeco Ryan, man, I'm telling you, like something like DeMeco Ryan sees the field differently. Honestly, if I had to pick like a defensive coordinator to pair with an offensive coordinator and be an unstoppable team, it would be Andy Reid and DeMeco Ryan. Like that would be the most unstoppable team.
Oh yeah, like if you give full control to DeMeco, DeMeco knows how to pick them. Like if you give full control to DeMeco, he's gonna be.
He picks like he knows. Okay, they're lined up this way. This you're gonna do. You're gonna fake like you're gonna trail. You're gonna fake like you're gonna follow the tight end, and you're gonna zip on it. Wait for the quarterback to throw it and take your pick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That dude has such a phenomenal defensive mind to where the only quarterback he can't confuse is Patrick Mahomes. To be honest with you, he can't confuse Patrick Mahomes because Patrick Mahomes is like Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes, Peyton Manning, like those people he can't confuse.
Yeah.
People like Josh Allen, who's a lot of times I see him winging it. Josh Allen is talented, but a lot of times I see him winging it. You know what I mean? Like he's just throwing everything up there.
I can see that. Like I think his game is just figuring shit out. That's his game. And what's his name?
And DeMeco Ryans will make you think something is there when it's not there.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. DeMeco Ryans. Oh, and then we have Aziz. We have Aziz this time against Kansas City.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Remember they knocked Aziz out?
Yeah.
They didn't want Aziz to play because he knocked out Trevor Lawrence, and then he didn't play against the Ravens. He didn't play against the Kansas City Chiefs. He didn't play against. That was it, I think. It was another team, I think. You know what I'm saying? He had a 3-game suspension. But remember, Aziz is a key to our defense, dog. That dude flies around. Like, he flies around and picks people off. He fucking knocks people the fuck out. That dude's a monster, man. You gotta remember, we weren't fully loaded when we faced the Kansas City Chiefs and the Ravens. We weren't fully loaded.
Yeah.
And we're not fully loaded this time, but that's just running back. I mean, running backs never really make it to playoffs, honestly. They never 100%. No running back on earth does.
Yep. I got the. Yeah. If the Texans beat the Chiefs, they're coming out the AFC. That's all I'm saying. They're coming out the AFC.
That's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
If they somehow beat the juggernaut of the Kansas City, the juggernaut. I'm talking about like the dynasty. They won 3 Super Bowls in the last 5 years. Oh yeah, come on now, they're going. And don't forget, Joe Burrow would have terrible offensive line went head to head with Patrick Mahomes and won.
Yeah. But all right, y'all. But shit, I got the Texans coming out. It's possible. But give us a quick second. I need to get my damn cats. They're going crazy. What's good, y'all? Welcome back. What's called yeah, these cats. One of my cats was dangling off the stairs while they were play fighting with my other cat. So my bad, y'all. I'd say my cat's like
Hey, I should have let ball.
yeah, you gotta learn that lesson. But most definitely though, I got the just to end it. I got the Texans. If the Texans win today, they're taking the AFC. So I'm saying the Texans win this game. If I'm not mistaken, Kansas City's favored by 8 points today. So let's see what happens. But I got the Texans today. Who do you got today, partner?
Yeah, I got Texas, man. I said it.
All right, let's get it. Lock it in. You heard it here first, baby. But moving on.
Also, the national championship is Monday.
Yeah.
College football. Notre Dame. We got Notre Dame and we got Ohio State, man. Who do we got?
Notre Dame and Ohio State. I want to say Ohio State, but Notre Dame, man, has been playing they've been playing like dogs.
I was gonna say Ohio State until I saw them play against Texas, and I was like, they're beatable.
Yeah.
So I got Notre Dame. I got Notre Dame in that one, man.
I got you.
I was looking. I'm like, dog, they should be beating our ass right now. And I thought about it. I'm like, yo, no, we're actually fucking shutting these guys down. And they won, but because of yours.
Yeah.
But they're not unstoppable.
Yeah, no, I don't think they're unstoppable either. But yeah, I think it's gonna be interesting. But I might say Notre Dame takes this. Like on the real. Like I really do think Notre Dame might end up taking this one. But you're saying, are you saying Ohio State or Notre Dame? Texas versus Detroit. I was saying this. Go ahead, Brody.
I said Notre Dame. Notre Dame win it all.
Notre Dame. Yep. It's looking like it. My dad says Texans versus Detroit in the Super Bowl. I say that's possible. Because Texans are my team. Detroit's my second team. That would be amazing. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I don't like getting into hypotheticals because I know what happens when I do. But that would be a nice game, though. I ain't gonna lie. That would be a nice game. I got the Texans winning this game. If they win this game, they're going to the Super Bowl. But what was the topic you want to talk about today, partner?
Let me see.
Oh yeah, I think I wanted to talk about the lawsuit, the Drake lawsuit.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, so go ahead, B-Dog.
A lot of controversy came out recently, and they came to the conclusion of Drake's team put streamers on blast, name dropping them, names like Cosmonaut, DC Young. Is it DC Young Fly? No, DC Universe. I forgot what they call them.
Oh, RDC?
RDC, yeah. RDC. A lot of the streamers that pretty much get a lot of clout when it comes to anything rap related.
Yeah.
Drake said UMG used those people to further push Kendrick Lamar's agenda that, he's a pedophile or whatever. And it's true. Part of it is true. I just don't think the streamers had anything like legitimate malice towards it. I don't think they have legitimate malice towards Drake, but I definitely overreacted when I first saw this, and I definitely think everybody's overreacting to the situation. What Drake's saying is true. However, what UMG is also saying is true as well. Drake used the same. He used the streaming platforms to further push his agenda as well. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I mean, because remember, there's a video that came out that there's a video of people like went and saved when Drake told Kasana to stay on stream so he can drop the next diss track against Kendrick, which is push-ups.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I think that. Man, I hate to see it happen. I hate to say this shit. I hate to see it happen. But whoever's on Drake's team is making Drake look really bad. I really don't honestly think Drake means to do any of these things. But when you have a lawsuit and you have people making an opinion about the lawsuit, and niggas can't read. We already said this shit.
Yeah.
When you have people making an opinion about a lawsuit, fortunately I can read. I can read between the lines. It doesn't look good for Drake, man. It doesn't look good. Like, I think he should just keep it between UMG, Kendrick Lamar, but he's not suing Kendrick Lamar, obviously. He's suing, the fact that that song is ruining his personal image, which is true. It is ruining his personal image of him being, a pedo. No one wants to be labeled that. No one. I can't think of not one person in this entire planet that wants to be labeled, even PDF.
Yeah.
They want to be called that.
Yeah.
So,
on the real.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I got you. And so, yeah, and then just with the whole PDF, like, is he just supposed to take that boy? Like, my thing has always been this. If somebody's calling me a pedo, and then one of the biggest record labels in the world, if not the biggest record label in the world, either in front of or behind Sony, if those record labels are supporting this person and they're running a whole campaign because he's about to be in the Super Bowl and they're about to call me a pedo in front of over 100 million people, and I'm supposed to be okay with that? Like, you gotta think, am I supposed to just sit there and take it? Or what do I do? Do I sit there and take it and let him call me a pedo? That's always been crazy to me. How the hell are y'all gonna be mad at me for defending myself? And because you guys already made the narrative that I'm a pedo, I'm not gonna just sit by and just say, "Oh yeah, no, you guys got it." No, fuck no. You're not gonna get that over me. You're not gonna put that on me, motherfucker. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's certain things I don't give a fuck if people label me as. But the one thing I would never accept is being called a pedo. And then you think I'm going to allow you to say that in front of hundreds of millions of people? Fuck no. That's always been crazy to me. Oh, you should just take the L. You should just take... No, I'm not going to take that L. It wasn't a mama jokes. They weren't going on, oh, your mama's this, your mama's that. Like, no. This dude straight up called me a pedo. Oh, my dad just said something. He shouldn't sing the song. He should let the song play and let the crowd sing it. Will he hype it up? No lawsuit. Yeah, I mean, like, and the thing is, he's not even suing Kendrick, and that's the part that people don't read between the lines. He's not even suing Kendrick. He's suing UMG for hyping up the song. And so the reason why the other streamers got mentioned was because they weren't copyrighted. Everybody got copyrighted. I got copyrighted. But the main big streamers on YouTube, all the big reactors, the only reason their name was mentioned because they didn't get copyrighted like everybody else. They let that shit ride with all the mainstream YouTubers. Think about that. They did not copyright them because we got copyrighted like a motherfucker by UMG for playing Drake songs and shit like that. But somehow the biggest mainstream rappers and streamers out there, they did it. Why didn't they get copyrighted? They're just like everybody else. Why didn't they get copyrighted? Because it was big major publicity. It was out there. It was marketing. They were marketing that song, and that was free advertisement. Think about it. Those streamers reacting to that song, that was free advertisement. So yeah, they didn't copyright them, and so which is against the rules, because you're supposed to copyright them. That's protocol. You're supposed to copyright them because they're using your song and likeness on another page that the song doesn't belong to them. So that's the only reason they were mentioned. All these YouTubers and everybody, all these people coming for clout and shit like that and saying, "Oh, Drake's suing me." Like, look at all the big reactors when you have a chance. All the reactors like No Life Shaq, fucking B. Lou, all these niggas were over here talking about it. B. Lou made a rap song against Drake. I don't know if you saw that.
They made a rap song against Drake?
Yeah, B. Lou and Zayas.
I saw that shit.
That shit was garbage. B. Lou, stick to streaming, stick to reacting, because you're garbage. You're fucking garbage.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That was horrible.
And he did it at a gas station. Like, nigga, you were a millionaire. You're a millionaire.
You do a decent, you do in your room and some shit.
And then this nigga told Drake, go get a bag. Drake's a fucking billionaire. He makes more money than you. How's the nigga that ain't making even a quarter of what this nigga is making telling him to go get a bag? Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
That's always been crazy to me. I was looking at that video, I was like, go get a bag? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? He makes more money than you. What the fuck are you talking about? And this is why, and this is my thing, to all these artists and everybody, he's not suing you, you dumb motherfuckers. He's not suing you. He was just using you as an example of what was going on. You see how you guys ate during the beef and you guys didn't get copyrighted? There was a reason for that. They let it happen. But originally, you were supposed to get copyrighted. Everybody else gets copyrighted, but y'all did not. You know why? Because you made the song bigger than what it was. All the streamers, like, you go on and see any of these reaction channels, they're going crazy. Like, oh my gosh, he said Drake's a pedo. Like, yeah, like, I was just like, bro, there's a reason why they let you eat. There's a reason why they let you make all that money. Streamers and reactors made so much money off that beef. It was crazy. There was millionaires made last year because of that beef.
Yeah, and then they don't want to admit that shit either. They don't want to admit it. It's like, dog, y'all know. Y'all fucking know. Y'all know, y'all, the reason why, like, a lot of that shit, you know, was they let y'all slide with a lot of shit because y'all promoting his music.
Yeah.
I was just saying Drake on the opposite end was also getting a promotion for that music too. Now, then again, right? Mm-hmm. Drake was making accusations as well. He was making accusations as well. So that's where I kind of like, okay, like, y'all both are making accusations, so I don't see the relevancy in doing it. And, like, pretty much saying, like, hey, these people were promoting a music of me being a pedophile. I see it both ways. But where people need to take their emotion out of it is that he's not suing the streamers. He's not suing. There's a lot of emotion out there because they can't comprehend that he's not suing them. He's suing UMG and telling the full story. Like, here's the full story. Here's how it's all going. Here's how it's happening. And this what was used to defame my name. It's defamation. That's what it is. It's defamation. Because, like, Kendrick, he's not fazed by any of the accusations that Drake made. Like, not at all. He's not fazed by it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy to me that people are like they're mad that Drake is going against the like. Isn't that what we're preaching? Isn't that what you old head motherfuckers are preaching? Man, nigga, fuck the industry, nigga. Fuck all this shit, nigga. We ain't about that industry shit, nigga. We underground, nigga. We going down. We going for the people, nigga. If Drake wins this lawsuit, yeah. If Drake,
go ahead. Why did UMG step in when Drake was battling Pusha T, right? Why did UMG step in when Drake was battling Pusha T? But they didn't step in until the end, right? When Drake was battling Kendrick Lamar. And they only stepped in after Not Like Us and D.Y.O.R Part 6. That's when they stepped in. But when it was Pusha T and Drake, it was Pusha T, which is under Good Music, who also Good Music also falls under UMG. So it was Pusha T, and he did his one song, and then Drake did his song, and then Story Adigan came out, shocked the whole world, and then Drake was supposed to respond, tried to push it past his label, and they said no. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean,
why did they stop it? Why did they stop it? But they let something like Not Like Us. You know what I'm saying?
Because they knew Pusha T wasn't big enough to take on Drake or even scratch the surface of Drake's name. So they knew after that shit stopped when they made Jay Prince stop the whole beef. Because UMG hit up Jay Prince and say, "Hey, you better stop it, or we ain't gonna pursue any further, the deal or anything." Like that beef was fucking with Jay Prince's money, and so he had to stop it. However, and that whole thing where him and Drake and Kanye came back together for like 5 minutes and went back to dissing each other subliminally. Like that was all UMG. UMG made sure to step in and make sure that nobody just to make sure that nobody fucks with their money they're about to make, because the Drake has made billions of dollars for the industry. He's made billions of dollars. And so Drake right now, the industry needs Drake more than Drake needs the industry. Like, and that was always the issue with his deal that he had with UMG. And so Drake wanted to renegotiate his deal. And what did they do? They got on board with Kendrick Lamar. They started marketing the song on Amazon, on fucking all these other fucking places, all these avenues. They went on Spotify, started padding his streams. It was evident they were padding his streams. And so bro,
that song Not Like Us was getting played in other countries.
Yeah, and then not to mention on the lawsuit.
Countries around the world playing that shit.
Yeah.
So think about that for all these accusations aren't true. People are emotional because Drake name drops streamers. However, he's doing that because he has to tell the full story of how it all happened.
Yeah.
Hey, this is how it all happened. These are the people who contributed. This is how UMG used to do this, to do that. You know what I'm saying? And UMG, obviously they have the advantage because they're like, well, Drake did the same thing. We did the same thing for Drake.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I would say Drake did it himself, but UMG definitely did it for Kendrick.
Yeah, they like with the whole with the way they're doing it, like what's on the lawsuit is that they supposedly play DJs and radios across the country to play that song. Like that's what supposedly is going down too on the lawsuit. And there's a couple like DJ what's called DJ Funk Flex, I think, or Flex. he came out and said, "Hey, yeah, get him, Drake. They be trying to pay us." He even came out in support of Drake because of the whole payola situation where they're paying them under the table to play, not like us, a lot more on the radio. Like there's a couple of DJs and fucking radio stations that actually came out. So like right now, I think Drake has decent enough evidence and proof to say that, hey, they can't.
Enough evidence and proof.
Yeah, and then not to mention.
How are we going to counteract when they say, well, you use the same thing on your platform, you use the same thing for your different.
Oh yeah, and that's the thing. He's taking the whole. And the thing is, and I think Drake did benefit from it. I think Drake did. Like if they're like, oh, but what did Drake when he was doing? I think he did. But now, it's like it's either sink or swim for Drake right now. It's either I let this guy call me a pedo, and people still believe the narrative that I'm a pedo, and I let this shit fly, and I go along with the narrative in the machine that I benefited from. I go along with that. Everything, and I let these guys call me a pedo and get away with it. Or I take the whole fucking thing down, including myself, but at least I'm still gonna have my money, and then now I can go independent and do my own thing. Because Drake has enough money.
Yeah, if he goes independent, man, these people are done.
Yeah, no, they're gonna try to kill him. If Drake goes independent, they're gonna try to. You heard it here first. If Drake goes independent, they're gonna kill him. That's just plain and simple. Drake has made the industry billions and billions of dollars. I'm over here sounding like fucking Donald Trump. Billions and billions of dollars. He's
probably trillions.
And you never know.
Drake has made billions in his lifetime. So
yeah,
if he made billions, they made trillions.
Exactly. And so, I mean, you know, it's how we want to play it, but still, I'm just saying, if Drake goes independent, they're gonna kill him because the industry has made so much money off the Drake name that it's almost impossible. Like just to get distributing rights, like everybody goes. This is why everybody goes to these big name record labels is for distribution rights. They give up some of their rights to their song. That way, the company that is distributing their music, like UMG or Sony or whatever, Legacy Media, whichever one, they get pieces. And so this is how rappers do it. They give rights to their music, bits or points to the music. That way they can distribute it. Because if a rapper was to pay for their own distribution, they'd be paying their entire net worth probably. Because it costs a lot of money to market, distribute it, etc. It's a lot of money. So that's why they go to these record labels to distribute their music, manufacture the music. But Drake right now is at a point where he can actually probably distribute his music too.
Yeah, Kanye does it.
Yeah. So
Kanye does it with his music.
Yeah, so now they're at a level right now.
He makes secret music on hard drives and makes millions off selling that shit.
Yeah. And not to mention merch, meet and greets, all this other shit to personally finance it. Yeah, like it's all. Only reason people go to these record labels now is just for distribution and marketing. That's it. They don't actually go there to thrive. Like if you sign with a record label now and think you're gonna thrive solely with just being with a record label, you're mistaken. Those record labels are just high glorified loans. Let's say you sign a contract for $30 million. You owe them about $40 million on the back end of that deal. So you end up owing money. So what you got to do is go out and tour, do all this crazy shit to pay them back. That way you can actually touch your money. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so they'll be doing some crazy deals like that. But yeah, I mean, it's crazy how people are just out here Like they're just making up their own story, their own narrative. Like it's crazy. It's crazy how people can just make up their own narrative and just get away with it. Like no, motherfuckers are not allowed. Motherfuckers that didn't do what I do, like Kendrick, he's he's lazy. That motherfucker comes out every couple years and leaves some okay decent music. So most of the times it's boring, and he has like 3 or 4 bangers, and then walks away and leaves and disappears. Like, dog, you don't build a legacy off that shit, bro. You build a legacy off consistency. Kendrick's not consistent enough for me to even put him in the same area as Drake or J. Cole or anything like that. Only reason I even put him up there is just because of the beef. This is the most consistent I've seen Kendrick since the days he started with Good Kid, Mad City. This is the most consistent I've seen Kendrick. Most consistent. And so, nah, man, like motherfuckers can't just rewrite history or make people forget. Like, dog, everybody forgets that Drake has been running this shit for 15 years. I say it all the time. It's crazy how easily people forget, but then it tells you a story that people did not want Drake to succeed in this shit. And that goes to show. And the thing is, and this is why it's so easy for people to try to call him out. Drake is going to free a lot of artists, all your favorite artists that are stuck in their contract with UMG. Your favorite artist that's struggling to fucking eat right now, probably, because they owe millions to their record label and they're barely even touching any money. Drake is about to free them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like all your favorite artists are going to be eating good because of what Drake's doing now. And you guys are going against him and calling him soft and weak. Nigga, this is why y'all niggas never move up in life. This is why niggas never move up in life. The very person that's helping them, that's the person they diss. This shows you exactly how niggas are. This is the way of a nigga. This is exactly what it is. This is the way of the nigga. A motherfucker's trying to help you. The very first thing you do is try to shame them and you show resentment towards them. That nigga's helping out your favorite artist. Your favorite artist right now owes money to UMG. All Lucian and all them niggas, those niggas are hustling your artists right now, and those niggas can barely eat and provide for their family. You know what I mean? They're loaned. This is what we call borrowed millionaires because they're loaned millions of dollars that they gotta pay back. That's what all these when your favorite artist signs these big record deals, they don't make no money off that shit. Not really. They buy chains and shit like that to show an image, just to show an image. But at the end of their contract, they're going to have to end up selling those chains. All those, they're going to have to end up giving those chains back.
Yeah.
And so it's crazy to me, man. I'm like, dog, y'all niggas really got this shit twisted, bro. Like this nigga can free a lot of y'all's favorite artists, all this shit and then not to mention sometimes what's called UMG will sign record labels with somebody just to shelve them, to make sure their music never gets out. Bullshit you not. They'll sign a record deal. You think your artist is about to come up? No. They'll pay them to not be an artist anymore. Because they feel like it's gonna fuck with their bottom line. So they're like, nah, we don't need you to come out right now and be a good artist. You know what we'll do? We'll shelve you and we'll promote a single. And that's it. We'll promote a single for you, but as far as albums and shit like that, touring and shit, that's on you. You can make your money off the back end. But as far as funding the album, being there for you when the album's there and this and that, like Frank Ocean, I think is the one that found a hack against the record labels, and he got paid $20 million to release an album that wasn't supposed to be released. I think Frank Ocean was the one that cracked that or something like that. If I'm not mistaken. He like hustled his own record label out of $20 million, which is crazy. But still, all these artists have to go through all this bullshit. Drake can end that shit right now. And you guys ain't gonna support him? You ain't gonna support another black man that's gonna take down the industry that's been exposing, hustling our people, all our artists, all our favorite artists for years? All your favorite artists that are owned by this fucking record label? You ain't gonna help them? You ain't gonna show no support?
So this, at the end of this lawsuit, if Drake wins, what does it do?
At the end of this lawsuit, it exposes the industry, which means if any of the artists they use, if they use bots either against or with the artist on the fucking thing, I'm pretty sure something can happen where they have to give the money back to that artist. All the money they made off on the back end of that artist, they got to give back because they cheated or they went against certain rules and laws and shit. So they're probably going to have to pay artists back, which is going to destroy the company. That company's going under. Like if that ends up being,
under with it.
You said what?
And you saying Drake is gonna go with it?
No, Drake's he's gonna expose himself for also using this shit, or for his team also using or being put on this by the record label. But he's gonna take them down, and it's probably gonna create another rule or law that nobody can ever do this ever again if they get caught, which means a lot of record labels are going to go under. And so now it's going to force a lot of record labels to be honest with their artists because of rules and laws. If something goes into law, they can't do it. So it's going to cause a lot of record labels to be honest to the artists and not cheat them out and not fuck them over and not give them like shitty ass contracts. Like a lot of shit is banking. Like if Drake wins this shit, which I don't even know if it'll go that far. I think it's gonna get settled. I think they're gonna give Drake his money and Drake is gonna settle. Like realistically, if I had to be honest, if they're like, okay, Drake, we'll give you your $1 billion, but you can't be part of our record label no more. You can't be associated with us no more. We'll give you the $1 billion. Just stop this right now.
No, they'll be like, you gotta produce one more album for me.
Shit. No. I knowing how these record labels play, they're gonna do some shady shit on the back end. They do not want to lose.
Yeah.
They do not want to lose. So
I think that if they do end up losing Drake, that's the biggest.
Yeah.
Actually, nah, because they still got Taylor Swift.
Yeah, I mean,
in terms of like the rap game, though, that's their biggest pot of money that they lose out on.
Yeah, true. I mean, I just think there's a lot of shit that happens if Drake wins. A lot of shit changes if Drake wins. I just know, but me personally, I think what's gonna end up happening is they're just gonna have to give him his money and cut their losses. Because if this goes on any further, shit is gonna get exposed, and it's gonna fuck up the record label, and they're gonna have to take that out.
I don't think Drake should settle. Or what are we settling for?
True, but like I said again, I don't know. I'm just saying, if someone's gonna give me $1 billion, I'd probably rethink. I'll be like, okay, I'll take or if anything, if I'm Drake, I'll be like, hey, listen, I want that $1 billion, but I don't want to be part of your record label anymore.
I want that $1 billion, but you got to take down not like us.
Yeah, or
playing again.
Yeah, which is cool. That actually is not a bad. That's not a bad trade-off, to be real. That's not a bad trade-off. And that fucks up Kendrick's money flow. Because I bet you that's the most money he ever made. I bet you. Versus all his albums, everything he put out.
Kendrick makes a lot of money on tour. He makes a lot of money on tour.
Yeah, but as far as up front for a single, for a diss track single.
$300 million on one tour.
Who? Yeah,
Kendrick is a big artist. Like he makes a lot of money.
I mean, kinda, but he's only worth like, what was it? Last I checked, he was worth only like $50-60 million.
Nah, there ain't no way. He's worth more than that.
I was thinking that too, but I checked it. Let me check his net worth one more time. Maybe I'm tripping. Let me see. So it's saying they're saying he's worth $140 million.
That's what I'm saying. He's worth some money, man.
Okay, so according to Celebrity Net Worth, Kendrick has a net worth of $140 million in 2025. Oh, hold up. Let me see. I'm looking at it right now. All right, so Kendrick Lamar's net worth shows that artists can use their power for good and still be successful. The lauded rapper and singer has become the most influential voices in his generation. He has been performing since he was a teenager. Lamar has sold almost 18 million records worldwide, has won numerous Grammys. Grammys to an Emmy and even a Pulitzer Prize. We have to wonder what kind of bank. Oh, my bad. This thing, it keeps showing ads on the fucking. I hate it when articles show ads in the middle of you reading this shit. That shit always never made sense. But anyways, let's see. I don't want to learn. Like the thing is, I don't want to learn his life story. Just tell me exactly what it is, because they said he made a shocking amount last year. And so, okay, so here we go. According to Celebrity Net Worth, Kendrick Lamar has the net worth of $140 million in 2025. He has earned his impressive amount through his success as music. Motherfucker, I knew this. I thought they were saying that it was during rap beef. But I'm just saying, because like in 2023, he was only worth $60 million, if I'm not mistaken. And so all of a sudden, during this rap beef, he's worth way more. He's worth over $100 million now. I don't think that's a coincidence. And so if you make half your fucking net worth in one fucking year or one summer, then something happened. What happened, Kendrick? Did you go through a big event these past couple months? Oh yeah, you dissed Drake. Of course he can make a lot of money. But either way, I mean, whatever the fuck happens, I think Drake should continue on with it. I think he should sue. I think he should do his thing. Honestly, I think we need to give him a lot more support than what he's getting. Because if Drake exposed this, he's also exposing himself. Like, if he's willing to go through exposing himself to take down the fucking machine.
I mean, Donald Trump did it, remember?
Yeah,
he exposed himself. He was like, I benefit from the same system. That's how I know that people are taking advantage of like taxes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because I benefit from the same system.
But you got to keep it 100% real. If someone's keeping 100% real, even at the expense of their own image, then they got to be telling the truth. Because why would he put himself at such a disadvantage? You get what I'm saying? It's just like, if you put the pieces together, it makes sense. And this is a person we need to support. You guys, and the thing is, this is why I say, and I'm not comparing Drake to Jesus, but this is why I say, if Jesus ever came back, people would just walk right by him and not notice him. This is the same idea. If Jesus came back today, would we recognize him or know who he is? We wouldn't, because we're so consumed with our own everyday lives that we don't give a fuck. Not really. And so we're
confused and consumed by narratives.
Yeah.
That's all we do.
Yeah. And this is why I say, if Jesus came back, nobody would notice him and nobody would acknowledge him, because people don't give a fuck. Not really. And this is why I say to all the keyboard warriors out there talking shit, you don't really give a fuck. You just want something to do to pass the time. That's it. You're just passing the time. Just like everybody. You guys don't really give a fuck about this shit. Not really. Because if we get logical, your narrative breaks apart real fucking easy. It breaks apart real fucking easy. And so, last thing you want is people to get logical and start thinking for themselves. There's a lot of people out there thinking for themselves, and we don't want to acknowledge them because it requires us to think with them. And people don't want to participate. They don't really give a fuck. They just like passing the time and talking shit. That's it. But anyways, it's been real, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and end it there. I appreciate my co-host calling in from Colombia. I appreciate you coming in, Big Dog. You know, he's coming in on his vacation to be here with y'all.
You got me working on my day off, man.
God damn. But now I appreciate it, and hopefully you guys.
Start 30 minutes.
Yeah, I got you.
Y'all heard our predictions. And hey, man, for some reason we be predicting this shit, man.
Yeah, like we were on point so far, except for the Washington game. That one caught me by surprise. But anyways, let's call it in there. Appreciate you guys. Go watch the game. Texans versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Let's get it, baby. Man, where the fuck is this nigga, dude? This is your own boy.
I don't know that nigga.
Like, we were supposed to be out of here to do this outro video, dog. Like, what the fuck is he doing? You call this nigga, bro. Like,
Man, he need to hurry the hell up because we about to go see Travis Hunter's girlfriend. Damn.
But you can never take too easy from me. You can take my hate. But I promise you this. I'll make it look easy. You always hate on me. Because it's too easy. Out here in the streets. While you sitting like a storm. Remember this. You said it. It's hot. I come from the heat. I can bring the storm. I can make it look easier. And all y'all, you creeping crawlers.
Is that nigga on crack?
Now I see why. Like a bird, I view. Why you make it look more easier on me. Keep on hating, drinking that haterade. You could take the hate, but you could never take my too easy.
What the fuck is this nigga saying?